before you restart, what type of tea do you drink?
This one is spearmint. Spearmint, honey, and lemon. Hello,
I
YouTube.
don't know if Harold is back yet.
That's
Hello,
okay.
I am back.
Okay, then he's back. Okay, cool.
That's okay. We don't have like a schedule and stuff.
Oh
Or
no,
real
I
production.
just thought that you're about to start up the next recording, and I didn't want that to happen before
I
everyone
thought you were
got back.
gonna ask the
Ah,
Brit
that's okay.
what he drinks.
That's
It's
okay.
Earl Grey.
Is it Earl Grey?
Yeah.
What are you?
Yeah,
What
I
are
just
you
ran
doing?
out of Earl Grey, so I need to get some more.
See?
Yeah.
I fucking told you.
Earl
It's,
Grey is
national-
delicious.
It's like asking an Eastern European if they drink. No, I forgot the name. But the brown stuff that you can buy everywhere. The
Lipton?
no, the wheat, the barley drink.
Oh, kvass, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
kvass. How many kvass bottles do you have at home?
7
GM?
billion.
All of them. I went to the store and bought all of them.
All of them and some.
Yes.
Enough
You
to
get
feed a
kvass in
small
Hungary?
family.
No, actually, we do not.
Oh my god, Hungary, not Eastern Europe, confirmed.
Fake,
Like
fake.
partially there, like
Yes,
culture
but-
there, but stuff, no.
Yes, you don't have kvass. Doesn't
We do
count.
have palinka though.
Yeah, okay.
Delicious European food. Yeah, YouTube. Like, what is it? 5 minutes in. Hi, episode 2, session 1, episode 2, whatever. We left the 3 people over at the hospital. There will be Alice, Izron, and George. Alice was just coming out the stair down into the pathology. Izron was entering through a side entrance to the hospital, where he has done so before, even though he's a Nosferatu, he knows that it's safe. And George was just poking his head out of the main pathology room to see what all the fuss out in the corridor was about. As Alice, I believe, is the first time that Alice sees a Nossi, probably. And,
Have I been told about them?
Yep. What do
Oh,
you
that's the first
guys
one.
do?
George will sigh in a very long-suffering way, pinch the bridge of his nose, and go, Izron, the amount of times I have to tell you that this area is not off limits to Kine. Get in the office.
Wah. And he makes his way into the office. You know, you always bug me about that stuff, but I mean, who in the right mind would come down here? Realistically.
I am trying not to get fired and subsequently probably executed.
Fired, schmired.
Well, some of us have to maintain some amount of respectful standing. Are you going to be joining us, Alicia, as well, or do you want to just stand there, I guess?
Well,
Yes. She still looking a bit wide-eyed. Will step inside.
Right, yes, Nosferatu. Izron, do you want to explain this? This is your area. I won't bother. He'll sit back in his corner and pull out his book.
hold on. What do you mean, my area?
Do I look like a Nosferatu?
I mean, no.
Then explain it to her. What? Whatever. Just sort yourselves out.
Who is this anyway? Hello, by the way.
Hello. My name is Alice. Pardon my unkindness. I mean, insult.
Oh no. It's normal. I know that. I don't look the best, but don't worry. Me and George here are bestest of pals, right, George? Of course we are.
You
Anyways,
keep thinking that if you want.
I mean,
What was your name?
oh, my name
again?
is Izron. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, pleasure. She hesitates and then offers her hand slowly.
Yeah, he just kind of reaches out with his hand as you see a big ass fucking rat crawl out of his coat and just skitter away. Oh, I'm sorry. That happens a lot.
It does?
Well,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yes, it is. It's the more than once I've had to deal with rats interfering with my work.
Your work? What do you mean? What is this
Forensic
work you speak of?
Forensic pathology. Did you not read the sign?
And what is that in your hand? Is that forensic pathology?
Yes, I look at dead bodies. That's my work.
Yeah, and I eat them.
Yes, but
Alice
when
clears
you
her throat.
eat them, I'm prepared. Oh, sorry. He eats organs. It's a. I'm not sure. As I was saying, when you eat them, I'm prepared. I have a freezer. When your rats start nibbling at them, that needs to go into the paperwork.
But that is so cute.
They are also ridden with diseases and interfere with my data.
As if that's a problem to you, George.
Whatever. Why are you here? Do you need supply, or are you here to pester me about the Elysium?
Well, both, kinda. Are you going to the Elysium, by the way?
I suppose I have to. The prince has made it seem urgent. When the prince says it's urgent, it means he actually has something important to say. Unfortunately.
Well, I mean, not like you would care anyways. You're there in your fan fiction or whatever the hell you read. Anyways, Alice, what brings you here?
These are arcane. Oh, never mind. Just.
I am to be escorted by Mr. Weston. The
Wait.
Queen did not seem to approve of my presence alone in the halls.
Well, I reckon we would be quite alright with us too.
I've been hearing concerning things about a Mr. Reed.
Why would it be concerning? He almost died and then he didn't. I got the report on my computer.
Oh, you haven't. The Queen said that he jumped from 4 stories? Am I saying that? 4 stories, and landed and escaped from the servants?
Ugh.
Well, thankfully for you, George is a very adept detective, so he'll track him right down. Right, George?
That wasn't my area. I looked at crime scenes. I didn't chase down the perpetrators.
The only thing that resembles a
Have-
crime scene is this room. Jesus.
Have you ever investigated a very old crime scene?
No, I don't think so. That wouldn't be my area.
Sort of looks down.
How old are we talking? Because I could stretch it to maybe a decade.
Very old.
The police have contacts in archaeology for that kind of problem. I haven't heard of any of them.
Well, if you wouldn't mind, at some point I do believe I will be of the mind and freedom to go looking for my place of expiration.
Expiration? You're expired? What?
I believe the term you're looking for is embracing.
Yes. We're, if not out of the kindness of your heart, perhaps, I know we are supposed to exchange favors.
Oh no, George will set you right out. Right? Ain't that right, George? You're a big softie.
It is not impossible, however. Look, I do know people in law enforcement who are rather high up, but those people are kind. And therefore I will need a very good cover story if we are to do this and not violate the Masquerade in at least 5 different ways.
You, big
Yes,
man, always worried about the Masquerade.
I have very good reason to be concerned about the Masquerade. But no, it doesn't matter right now. This is a problem for later. We should really be worrying about whatever shit show the Camarillas got themselves into to call an emergency Elysium.
The Queen said something about owls?
Does that ring a bell? Is there something I can roll for that?
Yes. Etiquette. Etiquette intelligence, etiquette wits.
I have nothing in etiquette and 4 in intelligence, so I guess I'm rolling intelligence.
Yeah, straight intelligence.
Yeah, just intelligence. Do I add the hunger dice thing, or do I just roll it? Because I'm not.
Roll it. Whatever is on the thing, don't change anything. Just click the thing and whatever it tells you.
Don't change anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Two
the
successes.
red die is your hunger die.
That would be the bow of the owls. It is it hasn't happened in more than 20 years. It's a marking of Elysium on steroids. It's, I want to say, the corporatization of the Camarilla, where they shift from domain to an enterprise, a vampiric enterprise. Someone is empowering this prince to start controlling the domain, not from the shadows, but with like vampiric talents and potence. So the Camarilla will be stretching out into kind infrastructure. That means that more ghouls will be ghouled, more coteries will be coteried, and the prince, if he is very ambitious, might even allow a siring or two. The bow itself is until midnight, everyone just sits in owl masks, then the masks come off, and usually the harpy, which is the Tremere Primogen, which you do know, her name is Martha. She is the sire of your sire. Would give some kind of speech, and then the prince will make his desires known. This Elysium will probably call the Ball of the Owls, which will be in about a week's time.
Right, well, well, honestly, that's not as bad as I was expecting. It's, how do I explain this? I would say the local camera are turning into, I don't know, Amazon, but you wouldn't understand that.
Like the warriors?
They are... No, add that to the list of things to explain. The higher-ups than our higher-up have given him permission or encouragement or something like that to expand Camarilla influence into the world of Kine. And of course, in order to do that, we have to sit around in Elysium in owl masks for hours.
Tilts her head.
No, this is something I should go. My grandsire will be there, and I don't need her being annoyed with me as well.
Do you think that will have something to do with the mission I am supposed to receive?
I honestly have no idea.
Nice.
Maybe. No one's told me anything.
Did you, or I suppose either of you, undertake a mission after becoming one of
what?
Kindred.
I've been
is
told
the
I'm
term
not
you're looking
supposed to.
for.
Right.
Vampire is deemed unfit as a term.
I was told it had something to do with me being new.
Yeah. I mean, not that I can remember.
Just Noctis.
It'll do fine.
Would working for the Winter Queen be George's mission?
You're not really here. Like, you're here through her auspices. She definitely knows about you, and she knows who you are. But this is a civilian job. You're the pathologist. You get paid by the City of London to be a doctor.
Okay, this wasn't something like set. Okay, I see. Right. Well, I don't believe I've had one yet. Mildly concerning. That's a problem for later.
Always with you and the problems. They never stop. You're always so negative. You know, if you were a little positive, George.
I am. How am I always negative? Never mind. Yes. Anyway, we should be going, since you're here now, and I can't make any more excuses.
Have you traveled around the city, Alice?
No, I must admit I am a bit excited to leave these walls. Eh,
Oh, and you're going straight into central London as well. Ugh.
This
Yeah.
is what I mean, George.
Actually, no, scratch that. Both of you are going directly into central London, so this sentiment is now doubled.
Are you trying to
How?
say something about my beautiful demeanor?
I'm saying if you get done in for breaking the Masquerade, I'm not affiliated with you.
Oh no, I'm throwing you right under the bus.
And after
How
all
are
the organs I
you
supplied for you.
Oh, do
going
you
to?
want a big meaty kiss from me, George? Is that what you're saying?
Let's not. I don't think we even can do that. I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure that is illegal.
Ah, man kissing is illegal in 200 years ago.
You have
No,
a lot
no,
to
that
learn.
not at the moment. Not that was made legal a bit over 10 years ago now, I think. 14. I don't remember. I wasn't paying much attention to that whole area.
So are you two?
No, 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 absolutely
Oh,
no.
absolutely, yes, yes.
We are not.
Got you there.
I supply him with organs because he needs to eat organs. That is the extent of our relationship, no matter what
He loves
he
me.
may say.
Look at him.
Um,
He's blushing already. He just kind of pokes her cheek with his big ass meaty fucking finger. Or George's cheek, rather.
George just looks utterly miserable.
I'm glad we started this
It's just
relationship.
glaring at Izron like, let's go to the Elysium, then maybe you won't be able to bother me as much. Right, come on. He slams his book shut, puts it back in his locked drawer, then looks at both of them. Do not open that. Because if you do, the Tremere will be after you. Come along.
Already after me and he follows.
Wait, why are the Tremere after you?
Oh, well, you are a Tremere, though.
But I'm not after you. If anything, you're after me.
It's a figure of speech, George.
how are we going to
It-
travel with? Just looks at Nosferatu.
Oh, we have the greatest invention to ever be invented in all the times of invention. It's a big ass train pulled by rats.
George will pull out like a
Rat.
handkerchief from a cupboard or drawer somewhere, hand it over to Alice. You're going to need to cover your nose.
Thank you. So rats are large now, as well
Oh
as
yeah,
the small
absolutely
ones.
giant. Yeah.
Oh. But tame?
I think these are special. How do I put this? Let's call them weird rats. If there's anything that is specific to us, I will refer to them as weird insert thing here. Does that make things easier?
Not.
Good. Yes, anyway, we are going to the rat station. It's ran by his lot, he can explain it.
My lot. I don't appreciate the aggression against the Nosferatu, George.
If anything, it's a compliment. It's a highly convenient means of secretive transport.
Oh, I mean, yes. But... yeah, so, but as George said, remarked, whatever he wants to call it, my kind, we run the sewers. It's the bestest place in the city.
Best place if you like wading through mountains of fat.
Me. Come along.
But do you travel to the rat station together?
I'd say George would stick with Alice, but he would very much recommend to Izron that he hangs back.
Izron just kind
somewhere
of takes his
hidden.
own way, yeah. So he doesn't break the masquerade, you know?
Alright. There's a convenient way to get up to the roof of the hospital. You have indeed done this before. I believe you have the leap power, right? And
Let me check.
if I'm not mistaken, that does not require you to rouse. No, you do not have the leap power. Never mind, that was someone else. So you have not done this before. It'll be very difficult for you to negotiate the rooftops without that power. So you are stuck with stealthing.
Okay.
You have lethal body and prowess, which is not what I'm referring to.
Oh yeah, I know. So what do I roll?
Stealth dex. Stealth dex, and you can give yourself a +2 as the storm picks up particularly. The weather for once is protecting you.
Like +2 to dice?
Yeah, +2 to dice. There should be a bonus somewhere as you click through the thing.
I am maybe a little stupid.
Let me click. That's me doing it. Stealth. Dexterity. Confirm. No, I guess I'll lower the difficulty is how this works. It is my D&D brain that's dumb. So I'll give you a difficulty of 1. Don't modify any of your dice.
Okay, 1. Roll.
Alright. You stealthily make it through. It is beginning to be late, so the streets are even more abandoned. You arrive at the rat station at almost the same time. The howling wind and thick fog just about cover the streets in a dark blanket. You can pretty much only barely see the next streetlight whilst standing underneath this one. Visibility is so poor. And there are no kind out in the streets, and almost no vehicles, except for a few stuck cab drivers, which appear to have other issues. Nobody pays any attention to you guys. As you descend down into the rat tunnels, pretty much at the same time, someone presses the button which summons Frank, which immediately goes out, and Frank is apparently on his way.
Is there a roll I can make to see if the weather is like weird? Not like normal weird, but
Weird.
world of darkness weird.
You can make an occult intelligence check. Let's see
Oh, hey,
if
that's my
there's
thing.
another power.
That's cold. Intelligence.
You can blood buff if you want to. It's an intelligence check, but you don't have to. 5 successes. Wow. Okay. You glancing out of the glancing out of the window of the hospital. It only now dawns to you that it needs to be like -50 before the Thames freezes over, and it's probably only -30. The rapidity in which the wind changes location or direction. There are, of course, thaumaturgy rituals that can do something like that, but weather control on such a scale, if it is indeed a quote in nature, it's not vampire thaumaturgy. It's something else. And as you look at now, as you hear the wind riding in the little train, as you hear the wind howling above you, you are almost certain that the storm, indeed the entire greater London area, is charged with some kind of trickery that is not of vampiric make.
He'll look down the tunnel, like, and put his hand to his chin in a thinking motion, and stare off into the distance. Perhaps it was a good thing I came here. I need to have a word with the Primogen.
The camera pans away from you. Yeah, go on.
No, it's fine.
The camera pans away from you guys to a lonesome suburb street. Snow piling around Bodhi, threatening to bury him in snow. And a smiling person looking into your eyes. A smiling, kind person, Bodhi.
Do I know that he's kind?
You are almost 90% sure that he is kind, yes. He does not have the pallid complexion. He does not have the rageful rumble underneath his bosom. And he's way too happy to be kind, to be kindred. And he looks into your eyes and he says, "It's you."
Yo, you know who I am?
I know of you. You are there underneath the conjunction. It is you, the conjunction, and then from the darkness swims out your lover. And you embrace, and you kiss. And that is where it ends for me.
Groovy, man. So, like, who told you that, though?
He says, I see it in my dreams. It goes something like that. And he strikes the snowflake that he's been drawing on the frosted window with his fingers. And he starts creating another drawing. It's a small circle. It's at first it's a dot in the glass. Then it's a small circle around the dot. Then it's a larger circle, a larger circle, a larger circle. And he's drawing concentric circles until there are 10 of them. And he says, it's coming where they align. It's coming, and you are underneath. And underneath this row of concentric circles, he draws a little stick figure. And he smiles, and he giggles childishly, and he says, "That's you." And that's her.
Oh, and and Bodhi like pretends to be like, "Whoa, man, that's far out." So like, how did you meet Nova? She like told me about you. Told you were awesome and stuff, man.
Well, I knew where you were. I knew what direction I needed to go to meet you. And the closer I came, it occurred to me that I am unworthy to meet you. And so I waited. I've been a week and more than a week, and I knew that you were gonna notice and that you were gonna come. And you have.
Sure. The thing is though that like Nova and like my concubines, they are kind of like not supposed to vibe with you, man. Can we like make sure that you and me, we can still talk, we can still do those things, but you like fuck right off with them?
But I need to be there at the conjunction of the spheres. He's like,
Do you have like
incredulous.
even a time frame? Is your mind even open to those things?
He
Bodhi
blinks.
gets visibly angry.
He says, "I don't. That's not how it works. No, That's not how it is. You know that's not how it is.
So why the fuck do you go around my home and start messing with my concubines? Do you understand what you're fucking with now? And he goes like closer.
Yeah,
Do you understand?
He presses against the window and he says, You're not gonna kill me, are you? Because I need to be there. I need to be there. Please. That's the only thing I want.
So, like, is there any possible way that you can, like, not do that?
No. That is where my journey ends.
I think... So one thing Bodhi will do
Okay.
is actually use a discipline.
Yeah.
Yes. So scry the soul, because it
Scry the
feels
soul.
super relevant to, like,
Link it.
even... Because the guy seems to, you know, he could be right. Bodhi doesn't know.
Yeah. Do your Rouse check and then roll your intelligence plus aspects.
Yes. So my Rouse check.
Truthfully answers any number of questions.
No!
Margin
God
of
damn
the
it. Well,
failure by one.
then I will do...
You get hungry.
Intelligence aspects.
And he rolls. He rolls composure, subterfuge. Can he choose to fail? Successes. Composure plus subterfuge. Let's see. Aura of colors. Reveal little precise information, but do provide cues regarding many subjects' emotional state, resonance, supernatural traits. Cursory scan a crowd. Let's see. He's a little bit special. So if I roll above a 50... Oops, that's me rolling, not Bodhi. No. He like, as you... Like, he doesn't know that you're doing... Like, what does it look like when you use this discipline?
So, Bodhi has become somewhat good at it, but there's still like an awkward moment where he's just like intensely staring him in his eyes. So for the guy, he thinks he's like, Bodhi's trying to scare him, but what he's doing is literally looking at his soul. But you have to like focus really hard on it. So, yes.
All right, I believe you get to ask me
one question.
One question. He opens himself to you. He's like, his chest puckers forward, his arms expand as if he's ready to embrace you. And yet, the difference between you being kindred and him being kind presents a barrier to you. So, one success, one margin, so one question.
Yes. Is he under the influence of any sort of magic?
Under the influence of any sort of magic. Yes, he is under the influence of magic. And he probably doesn't know.
Fuck, this is like bad.
He's like waiting for you. He's like looking, he's like closing his eyes. He's ready for you to embrace him. He's so ready for this.
So, like, do you know anyone else that's like me, dude?
It's like, not like you. You are one of a kind. Except maybe for your lover, but she's not here yet.
Sure, what... Do you know her name?
He says, I know of her. He starts writing on the fogged up glass. And, you know, he writes a couple of names that start with I. He writes like 5 names, and the 4th name is Ilene. And he's like, it's one of those. And he's looking at the names, smiling, dreamy. And then he says, but this is your stuff. And he starts destroying his drawings. And he's like, this is for you. This is we shouldn't be talking here, man, because this is your stuff. And, like, you're in charge of this stuff. I can't be, like deconspiring you, man. This is your... This will go at your speed. This will go the way you tell me. You want me to be away from your women? I will be away from your women. But at the time of the conjunction, where you and her are together, when you and her kiss, that is where my path ends.
Sure. So do you have like a way for me to contact you, man?
He blinks his eyes and he's like, hey, what's up?
Like a phone?
Yeah, I have a phone. He pulls out a phone. He doesn't even have like a fingerprint sensor. It's just unlocked all the time. And he's like, he writes his own.
Bodhi puts in his number.
All right. He says, "Do you want me to be away from where your people are? Do you want me to stop?"
You do not go anywhere near.
Okay, man.
Where we sleep. Not yet.
Okay, but I have to be there when the spheres come together.
You will be there.
Okay.
The cosmos will align, man.
Yeah, you're right.
You have to believe.
You're right. Yeah, it's fated. It's fated, yeah. If I gotta be there, then I gotta be... Okay, man. I'll stay at home. I'll wait for you to call me.
Yes. Thank you. And Bodhi will turn around and mutter a good night. And then try and find Nova.
Yeah.
And look at the watch and be like, oh, I really have to be at the Elysium thing.
Yeah. As you find Nova and you make your way back to the thing, you see him. He's still standing there. He's now falling at his feet. You're looking at him. It's almost too dark to see him. He's now on his knees. And he's looking up at the sky and he's vibing with the snow falling on his face.
So, my love, that guy is not supposed to go near you guys until a certain time frame.
Oh.
So if you ever see him, call me immediately.
Okay. Well, I really liked him. But you know best. You know how it's gonna go down.
Yes, but you know how these things work. It's like I get all of these things and the visions tell me it's not his time yet for us.
That's what he
for
said.
You, rather.
That's what he said. You're so alike.
Yes.
Okay. Whatever you say, my love. And you get the bus back. And you leave her there.
Yes.
And you go to Elysium. How do you go to Elysium?
Take an Uber, I guess. I could maybe walk even, but I don't know how
it's
close
too far away.
Let's see.
It's like 10 kilometers or something.
Okay, it's not on south. No, Bodhi is on the south side.
Bodhi is on the north side?
No, Brixton is south. Like
okay.
Here.
No?
Kind of. Yeah.
The thing you...
Well, whatever. It's still way too... Oh yeah, an Uber, taxi.
We shall figure it out after the session where it is exactly, but I'm pretty sure it was on the north. Yeah, you take a cab.
Yes.
It is perhaps 15 minutes before midnight. We're going to look at the other thing. This guy cannot change maps. Use lag spike. Activate. Even at this hour, the road to Elysium goes down the street. A pile of people. But of course, there's a separate line, which is just for you people. The anxious kind, like lambs to the slaughter, they look pretty uncomfortable being in queue for this place, and yet they wait until midnight. Some of these people, their fingers are turning blue. They've been waiting all night. A sleepy miasma falling underneath them. The snow pretty much burying them in forever, or at least until spring, where it will be too late. But yet they queue night in, night out. All five of you take the side queue and enter Elysium. I don't have art for the first story. I do have art for the second story. You haven't, so the three of you that are together, you are together, but the other two, you have not yet joined the other three. You are in the Kind section, which is a nightclub. A huge nightclub, heavy, sweaty atmosphere, many blinking lights, fully packed this place. And yet, on the far side of it, where the door, or rather the stairway is to the second story, at the very top of it, sure, the light is out, but there's an obvious hooded Nosferatu leaning on the door. This is the bouncer. Nobody is paying any attention to him. The entire dreamy atmosphere of this place is concealing him better than any vampiric discipline can. This guy's been here since before Elysium, and he is watching the door, as he is every single night. You can, if you want to, feed in Elysium. It's so jam-packed that you can just yank one of the kind out. If you feed quickly enough, without any huss, without any fuss, the kind are in a trance. It's not risk-free, but at least most of you have done it before when you have been down on your luck. Izron enters from another entrance, and he does not get to be here. He will do Izron later. His scene will start when everyone goes to the second floor. Does anyone stay on the first floor? Does anyone mingle with the kind?
Bodhi
No, going
would.
straight to second.
Okay.
Yes.
Alice hesitates, but has to follow her escort and sadly looks back at the mass of people very curiously.
Alright. Bo, do you also go to the second floor?
No, I would linger around the kind, see someone that fits the look,
Okay.
and then try to get a little nibble.
Alright. You are a consensualist, though.
Sure,
How
I
exactly?
can consensually.
Uh-huh.
So the whole dance is so because Bodhi is insane, he will look for women that look like his sire.
Okay.
So that is a big hurdle.
Alright.
Depending on hunger, he of course is like, well, the hair is the same, so close enough.
Okay.
Secondly, it doesn't take like 10 minutes. It takes like 2 or 3 hours, but he would start hitting on her now and be like, oh, and be like all charming, would do his things in Elysium, come back down and be like, hey, do you wanna like do something? Yeah.
Cool. Alright, yeah. I'm gonna say the club is packed enough that your personage is not necessarily easy to find, but easy to find within the time constraints that you have. Let's see. Do you use any vampiric gifts, or do you just use your own?
No, not for this.
Right.
Usually, like, unless I'm desperate. Otherwise, I'm.
You're doing seduction, right? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So that's obviously something with charisma. Let's see what a seduction is.
Yes. 20th, I think, uses subterfuge.
Sure,
So you can
subterfuge
get-
charisma.
Yes.
All right. possible messy critical.
I think that is if I get a critical. Or
Mhm.
no,
Yes,
this
you
is
always do.
the
You succeed
annoying.
thanks to the beast. All right.
Yes,
Your
exactly.
your beast entirely dominates the situation. I'm going to give you a compulsion, which will last until you consume someone's
Maybe he
blood.
gets real excited.
Yeah, he gets real excited. Yeah, you need
Yes.
you need to be nibbling and/or sleeping with this person until morning at least once. Is your compulsion, and if you fail, we'll see what happens. And if you
Yes.
succeed, we'll also see what
Story-wise,
happens.
I guess that she,
Yeah,
she looks a lot like my sire.
Yeah, your
Yes.
beast is all over her. You almost cannot pull yourself away from her to go to Elysium.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I will definitely return to her afterwards.
Her name is Candy.
Yes. Awesome.
ChatGPT said persuasion, charisma. Persuasion is a thing in this system. So next time we're gonna do it with persuasion, if we remember. If we don't remember, we'll keep doing it this way. Everyone troops up in Elysium. This guy cannot do anything at all. This is the admin guy. You come from this door over here. Bodhi is not here yet, but the remainder of you, including Izron, are trooping at that door as you enter. This is the seating area with a small stage. Let me zoom in just a little bit. There's more people than there are here. This is usually the picture usually represents usual everyday, every night Elysium. Tonight there's maybe 3 times as many people. Yes, Bodhi, you do have that specialty. We will.
Yes,
it would have applied.
Essentially.
Yeah, it would have applied.
Yes.
So remember to do it next time.
Yes, I will definitely remember.
Most of the sitting areas have already been taken up by various peoples, and I will put pictures of them up soon. However, the people that immediately capture, so there's 10 minutes until midnight, so Elysium will begin, like the official proceedings will commence in about 10 minutes. The people that immediately capture your eyes, because they are absolutely surrounded, is Kitchener the Prince, which you do know. Oops. Genevieve the Toreador, which you also everyone knows. And this person, who is Anarch. Let's see. I guess all of the Anarch adjacent people can roll to know this guy.
Not me.
Except you.
Would I count as
Maybe.
Anarch adjacent for this?
Yes, absolutely. That'll be some kind of etiquette intelligence roll.
Would politics apply?
Politics would definitely apply.
Okay.
Instead of etiquette.
So, etiquette, intelligence.
You can choose not to roll, of course. Next.
I'm gonna skip out on the roll.
Okie doke. That's 3 successes. That is definitely enough. That is Petard. And he is a clown. Add, update, and show. Petard is one of the foremost Anarch barons. His midnight circus is in the very far north of the city. They are a transient group of vampires. However, the circus itself maintains, through most of the winter, it remains there. And during other periods of time, they go further up north towards Edinburgh, where they are from. But right now, he's here. He's a very prolific Anarch baron, almost as prolific as the Winter Queen, almost as well known. In the circus, he's a clown, and yeah, it's whatever haze falls upon Elysium that makes the kind so submissive. He is the author of that kind of stuff. The same thing affects the Midnight Circus, only stronger. In the Midnight Circus, Nosferatu and other masquerade-breaching people almost walk openly and even perform for the crowd. And nobody is any the wiser. And rumor has it that they drain out tubworths of blood after every show. And supply... It's 50-50. 50% of the Anarch world's blood is supplied by this guy. The other 50% is, of course, by the Winter Queen and her hospital. Between Petard and the Winter Queen, the Anarchs hold monopoly on bagged blood. And everyone that relies on bagged blood is in some way adjacent to them or pays them fealty. These three people are on the bar, surrounded by a small crowd of kindred from every corner. Some of them you know, some of them you don't know. I'm not going to crowd the scene too much, but I will add 2 other blokes. Actually, no, let's do Bellfire. Spoiled for choice me, but I gotta choose 2. Separate roles, either etiquette or politics. To know these guys, you can forgo the roles and straight up ignore them. One is in the man is sitting on the far side. The woman is sitting over this holographic thing. This holographic thing, that's where the Brujas are. It's a tactical map of London. It's very high-tech. The Brujas are very high-tech. They're the vampire police force. And there have been Sabbat rumors, so the Bruja are very on edge. So the woman in uniform is sitting over the table and talking to one of the Bruja guys. The guy, who is very arrogant looking, is looking away from everyone else and towards the ceiling and does not appear to care to converse with anyone at all. What do you guys do? Bodhi, you're not here yet.
Alice leans over to George, pointing at the hologram thing. Is that magic?
No, it is... How do I explain this? You know electric lights. You've encountered those, correct?
Yes.
Imagine that, but very small, laid out on a table, and then you flick them on and off, and that creates the illusion of a picture.
Nod slowly.
Oh, just add it on the list. Now then, I need to have a word with someone. So, can I look for any other Tremere?
Any other Tremere? I want above a 50. 100. Hunkered on the far side of the holographic table is a single Tremere childe. He's not even the child of Baruch. He's a child of someone of your generation. Might as well be thin blood. No one of import, but his name is James. You can talk to him. He's the only Tremere in the room, which is unusual.
I mean, he'll go over, sort of like, try not to look too intimidating and looming over him. And then you go, have you sensed it? Storm? There's something off about it. I don't like it.
He points at the holographic map with a bony finger. He points at the center of the city, and he says, there's a period of about maybe a few seconds, which is the eye of the storm, circling around a mast in the center of the city. It's incredible to behold. And then his fascination with the tech appears to wane, and he kind of stands up straight, as almost as if he's jolted, and then he promptly adds, Sir.
No, don't worry about it. I was only embraced, 4 years ago? It's fine. I don't care. I'm more interested in academic ability, especially with matters like this.
The Chantry is abuzz with the storm. Well, almost all of the Chantry. Martha appears to... You know what? I shouldn't gossip. I apologize, sir. She's in Piccadilly. She and Baruch. Piccadilly is the bookstore. The Chantry is not a central location. The Chantry is spread through maybe 50 different bookstores throughout London. The one on Piccadilly 158 is the biggest one.
Well, thank you. You have been useful, and I'm not one to deny that, even if generations and whatever. Go about your night, I suppose. And he'll walk back over to Alice.
She's poking at the hologram.
Don't do that. You might interface with the wrong thing.
My apologies.
Yes.
Do you know if anyone here is of my lineage?
Your lineage. What is your lineage? I don't... Has he been told what our lineage is?
Gangrel?
Gangrel. Oh. Oh, the people with the werewolves. I wouldn't know. Oh, yes. Werewolves are a thing. Don't go anywhere near them. Nasty creatures, the lot of them. But, perhaps they normally have rather important things to be doing.
Well, if there are any present, would you mind introducing me?
Yes, fine, I can see about it. You can manage for talking. I'm already...
There are no Gangrel that you know in the room.
Looking at it... Nope. I don't think I have anything.
Oh, that is a shame indeed, but I appreciate your efforts.
The far door slides open and Bodhi enters the room. A few people pay attention to you, Bodhi, but nobody enough to come to you to talk. Everyone here is kindred. There are no ghouls. Ghouls are not allowed. In Elysium meetups, they're allowed at other times, but not now. But nobody enough to come talk to you, Bodhi. There are 5 minutes until midnight. What do you guys do?
Elizabeth would look around to see if the kindred who has helped her settle in London, a Toreador woman called Fleur,
Yeah.
is at this meeting as well or not.
Fleur is indeed here. This guy cannot copy and paste. Oops. Lounging against one of the chairs, pale as a ghost and just about dressed as a ghost. Old dreamy and uncommittal. She does not regard you, Elizabeth, but she definitely knows you. She was there for you when you arrived. She's just not particularly interested in coming over to you, but you can go over to her.
Well, seeing that she doesn't really know anyone else, even if she doesn't really know her, at least it's an acquaintance of sorts. So she would walk up and ask her if she knows anything of why this meeting has been called.
She casts a cerulean dreamy gaze over you, and she says, "Oh, they're about to announce the Bow of Owls, are they not? The Archon was here. He has given Kitchener executive power from on high, and on far Central Europe is allowing the expansion of the Camarilla through the entirety of the British Isles. Except Ireland. There are a few problems that need to be solved. But Petard is here, representing Edinburgh, and Kitchener is here, of course, representing London. They will allow the expansion. They will announce the expansion tonight. You should stick around. The pageantry between these two is always entertaining," she says dreamily.
Would she know the person who gave the executive power to the prince, or like would she have heard of that person, or is that just a name that completely flies over her head?
An Archon. Go ahead and roll politics. Politics intelligence.
I have nothing in politics, so it's just going to be a straight up intelligence roll. Let's see. It's one success.
It's a cross-domain sheriff, or a cross-domain hound, I should say, adjacent to a justicar. It's a position that is very high in the Camarilla. In certain circumstances, several Archons and a justicar will arrive in a domain, and they can vote themselves to have more power than the prince. However, that is when they come in numbers, when they come in force. There's usually rumors preceding them coming. The fact that you're only now hearing about this among Toreador circles means that there's a lonesome guy just delivering a message, nothing to worry about. And of course, I'm an unreliable narrator, so sometimes I will look at what you roll and I will lie to your face.
Well, at least that's what my character would presume.
Absolutely.
After that, she would just take a couple of steps back and while her usual actions would be to try to be the center stage of attention. This time, she decides on the smarter move, which is not her usual style, but just steps back and watches what happens next without trying to stand out too much.
Okay. Genevieve consumes figuratively all of the air in the room anyway, with her presence. So it's really hard to be the center of attention in a room with so many centers of attention. However, 20 seconds before midnight, on the clock, Kitchener peels away from the group, digs a tunnel through the crowd of people that's surrounding them three, wanting to talk, and assumes his position over the small microphone thing, which he taps with 2 fingers. There's no there should be an awkward screeching of a microphone, however, that does not seem to happen. And he says, "The bow of the owls is announced for next Sunday. Presence for most, if not all, Camarilla agents is mandatory." There's a wave of assent throughout the room, a wave of energy that travels through the kindred. For the very ambitious, the bow of the owls is a good thing. It's redistribution of power, usually from those with greater to those with lesser. To the horror clans, like the Nosferatu, like the Gangrel, who shy away from politics, even from the Tremere, it's usually not such a good thing. And the room kind of echoes this sentiment as it splits in half. On one side, the wayward Nozzies, the wayward Gangrel, who have emerged from another door, even though they were not here a minute ago. And on the other side, the Ventru, the Toreadors, Petard and his flock. This guy's obviously a Ventru. A wave of low, jubilant energy, like a pair of hungry animals that are about to be fed. Kitchener says, there is much work to do. Before... Notes. Species. The Tremere. Nope. Before that happens, there is much work to do. To that end, I refer all clan members to their clan primogens, those that have them, those that do not have them. And he looks around the room. His eyes lingers on Petard for a little bit, but he's scanning the room. He's looking for someone else. And another room, another door opens, the mist parts, and the Winter Queen enters. She's not wearing her Winter Queen slacks, she's wearing a dress, but she looks very uncomfortable in the dress. The prince continues with nary a beat. He was saying, those that do not have a clan can split themselves betwixt Petard and Lady Königin. He's referring to Clara Königin, the Winter Queen. For their vector, those that are new or not adjacent to a coterie will be placed in one tonight. The 7th door in a row opens and a bunch of Nozzies come in. They're holding little folder things, and they start passing them around to individuals in the room. All of you get one. The prince continues without missing a beat. Those of you that do not have coteries will be assigned one in what will be our annual coterie restructuring. Those of you that have had coterie mates but have lost them, his weary eyes glance over to the Gangrel, will be assigned new ones. You are given envelopes, you are given files, you are given folders. Open them now, read them now. Find they who belong to your future coterie. Exchange your pleasantries, and form a line to my penthouse. I will speak to you all now. Again, there's the rumble of energy. The air freezes. Kitchener says, "Thank you." He clicks the microphone off. Only now does the screech of the feedback come. It's amazing how it didn't happen before that. Everyone, for one breathless moment, the vampires who do not breathe but are given many opportunities to breathe in their own life, for a moment everyone skipped a breath. It's like a dream. The room, reality parts. He is away, and Genevieve is away with him. Petard, however, stays back, and the Winter Queen kind of gravitates towards him. The center of the room turns to Petard and the Winter Queen, who at first are jovially conversing and now are surrounded by people who are talking to them. As you open your, all of you open your envelopes, folders, etc., etc., you find within them your 5 names, and like a brief description as to who you are. You, all 5 of you, are placed in the same coterie via this coterie restructuring thing, whatever that is. You are ordered by the Camarilla to form a coterie, and there's a subtext, that you are supposed to report to the prince now for particulars as to your missions. And there are 3 other coteries to which this happens. So a total of 13 people forming 3 new coteries. Zones emerge in the room. The main zone is around the Winter Queen and around Petard, and then the other zones are around the tactical room and around the other coteries. The crowd kind of pushes all 5 of you together, standing in a circle to look at each other. You know for a fact that these other people are your new coterie members as ordered by the Camarilla, whatever that means to you. And you look at each other cautiously.
Well, that's grand.
Yes, I suppose you won't be owing me anything for your organs now.
Don't fret. I'll find a way to. I'll be owing you in no time. Things will be good.
A pleasure to meet you all. My name is Alice.
In the documents, Alice is marked as the woman out of time, turned and immediately torpored. She is only now awakening from a 200-year torpor, and she does not know what a light switch is.
Oh man, that sucks, bro.
Any of you lie to her, I know a spell to increase your hunger. Be warned.
Bodhi is marked as a sexual deviant.
Well, that's grand.
If you're from like London, you would know about his
Yes.
yes.
It's a
situation.
It's a joke. It's not necessarily like vampiric satire, but it's like if you know, you know. Kind of joke.
Yes.
He's apparently famous, and you should.
And he is very angry when people make it out that it's just sex.
Yeah. You're pretty sure you know who's written these folders. I will ask me about it later.
Yes. So man, you like, what have you been here today or like for a week or?
About 2 weeks now.
Oh man, there's so much to see, so much to experience. That's like
Please.
mind-bending, man.
Please do not go with the hippie. I cannot deal with this.
Settle down, George. It'll be all right.
I assume you are Bodhi? Bodhi?
Bodhi, yeah. That's me. Been here 20 years now.
Well, that's quite the time. Well, anyways.
So Izron,
Yeah.
was that your name?
Yeah.
Nosferatu Enforcer.
So player question, are you like a Londoner or are you like
Oh yeah,
new?
he has lived his entire life, mortal and
Yes.
immortal, in London.
Exactly. So Bodhi would probably know you hang in the sewers, not only because you're an Aussie, but because you probably smell from the sewers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Something
there are
like
rats in my suit.
something like
Yes.
a Gento Giant, an unclean Gento Giant, something like that is probably Izron's
Yes.
reputation.
But yes, you would also know that Bodhi is like weird around you.
Sure, yeah. Let's
think-
let's go
yeah.
let's go around the room like out of, I guess, summarized prose information about your characters. Like, what is
Yes.
rumors that people would have heard about you, true or untrue, and you can say if they're true or
Yes.
untrue or not. Say.
Should we do for each other or should we do ourselves?
For yourselves, for your own character.
Yes. Yes. I'm interested in Elizabeth, so why doesn't she start?
Oh yeah.
Well, she wouldn't be extremely well known, as not yet at least. You know, she's been in a couple of like B tier American movies, but and she's been here for like a little over 6 months, and she's been mainly at work doing her little mission. But if one would be occasionally interested in theater, they would have seen her, although not in like a leading role, but around a couple of the leading roles, as in like side characters, and there would be like just a small rumor of there's an incredibly beautiful new actress in the theater, but outside of that, her reputation wouldn't be as well known as of now.
Cool. Let's see. What about George? What would people know about your character, true or untrue?
I think first, anyone who is vaguely familiar with the Tremere would know that he is directly connected to the Primogen by blood and siring. I think generally he has a reputation for being a bit of a recluse, and those that pay attention to him probably think that he's doing some spooky experimenting in his basement lab. I think the big thing he would be known for is him being the reason he was embraced, because his investigation would have caused like big issue back when it happened. And there was a decent amount of controversy about him being sired in the first place.
Cool. Do you want to tell us about the particular nature of the Masquerade breach? What is known, true or untrue? What is talked about? Do you know that yet?
But I think what would be known? What would be known is that he was. There would be some rumors about him, like knowing already, because he was put in charge of the investigation because there was some weird occultiness to it, and he had a pre-existing interest in that. But so there would be rumors about that, but essentially, he came across a body of like something supernatural, and that led him to uncovering Kindred.
Cool. So he solved Kindred in London. And that, of course, pissed off a whole number of people.
Yes, especially when the person who almost destroyed the Masquerade suddenly got sired by someone relatively important in Clan Tremere.
And... that manifests as an enemy. Ah, yes, of course, I've written that down. Cool. We will see about that enemy soon. Cool. Yes, so although you are now a member on paper of the Camarilla, a lot of people still keep an eye on you with the corner of their eyes, and you have upset someone of power. We will do that later. Cool. Does anyone like to go next? Or are we done with this section? Has everyone said all that they are wanting to say?
Yeah, I think Bodhi, but I'm unsure of what people would know. So, if you're an oldie, like was here 20 years ago, you would know that he was like really into his sire. They had like a real like love relationship. She disappeared, and Bodhi went on like, yeah, he was like insane. Would like lash out at people, and then about 5 to 10 years, 10 years ago, he just started being all new agey, started having like a group of ladies around him. You will have them in their business and in his business, so to speak. So people assume that he's a masquerade breacher, but they haven't found any evidence of
Like,
that.
certainly the word coat is mentioned with sneers a lot of the time.
Yes, definitely, because he's like, yeah, when they ask him about it, he is, of course, very loofy and very like, no, they're my loves. All of them. But he
Cool.
has not told why he keeps them around or anything like that.
Cool.
But yes.
As you kind of measure yourselves, are we done with that? Does anyone else want to share in prose form, semi out of character, rumors about their characters?
Would we know about the kittens, Izron?
I mean, probably yes. This is not really,
I'm gonna,
secret.
I'm
about
gonna
it.
cast a veil on that and say that's because it's part of your convictions. That can be used against you, so it's unwise for this not to be secret.
Mhm.
Someone can be like, I have your kittens now, and force you to do something. Like, even though you're a gentle giant, quote unquote, you're not beyond.
And then I eat them.
Yeah. But you're not beyond, the games that the vampires play.
Yeah.
So, if you want, people can know about the kittens and the hobo. If you don't want,
I think the kittens, they're just that, like kittens, just some cats that he took. I think that some kin have seen him lurking about, probably, because he's not exactly easy to miss, but not about the hobo.
Okay, cool. Yeah, there's definitely a litter of kittens that he's been protecting. There was 26 of them. Now there's less than 20.
16.
He has them somewhere. Is what you guys know.
Probably the only other thing that's probably been possibly said about Alice is that it's unknown who her sire is, and if they're still around or not, which might be something that might be a topic of gossip in Elysium.
Yes, it would definitely be like weird to just show up. Hey, I was embraced 200 years ago. Here I am. No relation to anyone. And especially if there are elders, they would probably be like,
Which one of you did
talk
it?
to her. Yeah, I might talk to her about the old times, but but then again, she missed most of it. So
Yeah. As you are measuring each other out, the first group that's gonna head up to the prince enters the elevator leading up to the penthouse. So the prince is obviously engaged now. You're gonna need to wait for these guys to come down if you want to go. Behind you, not necessarily skulking, but standing out a bit like a sore thumb, is this gentleman. He clears his throat as he captures, as all of you capture his eyes, and he yours. He says, "Hail." And it's midnight my time, so it is 3 hours since we started. If all of you are available, we can do 1 more hour. If even one of you has something to do, we can stop here. No judgment, obviously, because we're adults and we have stuff to do.
I'm available.
I'm fine.
Good.
Yeah, I'm good for another hour or so.
Alright. We'll have a 3-minute break because I'm out of water. YouTube will see you in episode 3.